I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect with my followers. Okay, apparently this is what I consider my everyday blushes, so I guess now would be the appropriate time to admit I have a problem. If you are somebody that does not like designer hauls, then this is not the video for you. Just keep scrolling. We're gonna be cutthroat because getting rid of things means I could get new things, right? This might be the most out of touch video that I've posted in a very long time. I want to talk about something that I feel like maybe is a little controversial, maybe not, but I feel like no one really talks about it on social media. At least I don't see this conversation being had, but I think about this every day. And this is coming from like an old school beauty content creator. I started on YouTube 14 years ago. Like that is insane. I have been here for every single era, consistently uploading, downloading every new platform, like watch the birth of TikTok. You know, like I remember when Instagram became a thing, I was already on YouTube when Instagram became a thing. I downloaded Instagram and like it was like this new app and we were posting the square photos. Like I have been here for all of it. And I feel like we're in such a weird place on social media as content creators where I am like fighting. I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect with my followers at this point. I feel like there are so many bots and I feel like these apps are now controlling who views my videos. And I feel like I get punished and penalized for not showing up and creating all the time. In the sense of I took off, like I didn't post a TikTok, I think for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe. Like, sorry, life happens. I've been doing this for 14 years. Maybe I'm a little burnt out, God forbid. But then I come back to TikTok and it's like I'm put in like this TikTok jail where my views are complete. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement, meaning like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views. This is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, you opened up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it. And like, it was that simple. Now it's like, I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience? And it's just, I feel like my audience is really on Instagram stories. Like my girls are there for me on Instagram stories. Like I really know who I'm talking to over there, but I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for. And I'm just like, how do like these new creators grow at this point? Like, do the new creators out there, do you guys feel like you're connecting with an audience, or do you just feel like you're kind of throwing your videos out into cyberspace and like hoping that it's gonna stick? Like, I don't know. And like my comments, like I'll post a video and within 10 seconds, I'll get like 15 comments and they're all slightly the same. And I'm like, okay, so like these are like bot comments, like these aren't really my followers.
This video is going viral on TikTok. So really her concern is that her stuff isn't getting pushed out to her audience because she took a break. She came back. She said her engagement isn't what she's used to it being. So she's kind of looking around like, where is her audience at? And I understand people need to take a break for mental health or whatever. Life happens. She's absolutely right. The algorithm can be like that when you take a little bit of a break, because I've noticed the same on YouTube, and I ain't been doing this for 14 years. So I can only imagine what she's seeing.
Like, I don't care about that. I'm at the point in my life and in my career where like, I only want to post for my girls, like the ones that I've built this relationship and this trust with, but like TikTok isn't even showing my stuff to those people. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like these apps control who sees our stuff, and like the audience that we worked hard to build isn't even ours.
Yeah, it's the algorithm. They're literally just pushing it to the people who want to see your stuff. If they're not engaging with it, it's likely because they don't want to see it for whatever reason. For example, if you see more finance creators, if you see a bunch of makeup tutorials, a bunch of perfume videos, you're going to get more perfume videos. That's how TikTok works. Like right now, I was looking up some angel tree videos. All I'm getting down my whole timeline is angel tree because that's what my interests are. It's like the algorithm feeds you what you're interested in because they want to keep you on the platform. So it could be a mix of the fact that she might have been gone for a little bit, and depending on what type of content she makes, might not be what her audience is used to seeing or wants to see. But I don't know what type of content she makes.
It's owned by these apps, and we just have to like hope and pray that after posting our content, these apps are going to choose to show our content to our audience who chose to follow us in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm just so confused, and I don't see a lot of people having this conversation. This will probably put me in TikTok jail for like the next 6 months. So
she's saying that they're following her, but they're not being recommended her videos. Now I am looking over on the side, and this comment here has a lot. Hold on. This one's even worse. It says, girl, we can't afford fruit, and you're telling us this in front of your $800 balsamic hill tree and $135 sweatshirt. Wait a minute, this $135 sweatshirt? Then somebody else said, cause your error is over and that's okay. What is the error? I gotta know. I can't connect to a $10,000 purse or a shoe haul when $10,000 would pay off all my loans and change my life. Wait a minute, what type of content does she make? Cause I don't know. Cause this comment here says, you have to adjust to the current climate. We're gravitating towards influencers like Shelby Ann. I'm sorry, I don't know who any of these people are. No shade, I'm sure they're amazing because their content feels real and relatable. When over half the country is struggling to afford rent, people aren't interested in watching someone spend thousands on a haul or decorate $1 million home for Thanksgiving. It just doesn't connect anymore. Okay, now, ma'am, is you a rich woman? Let me see, because why are they saying all this?
My God. Okay, so this right here is supposed to be like my daily / weekly makeup. This is not my whole makeup collection. I have a closet of makeup, and then I have all this right here that needs its own separate organization. Don't get me started. But this is supposed to just be the makeup that sits next to my vanity for my daily, weekly use.
Mind you, this is my first impression of you, by the way. I don't know this lady. I ain't never seen her a day in my life. I promise. And is this what they talking about? Is this what the content is? I'm gonna let it play because I need the full context just to wrap it back into her original issue because I need to make it make sense.
It has become way too much, as you can see, to the point that I don't even know what to grab for anymore. I have got to eliminate a ton of this from this area of my makeup room and really narrow it down to what I'm actually using on a weekly basis. Let's do it. Starting off strong, blushes. Okay, apparently this is what I consider my everyday blushes, so I guess now would be the appropriate time to admit I have a problem.
Ma'am, this the everyday brushes? This, okay, now when they were saying that this probably isn't relatable to them, and I mean this in the nicest way, I can understand. This is your everyday brush. This is a lot.
I think a good place to start would be just to pick out like my most used brands and ones that I feel like I can't live without, which Lunar Beauty is one of them. Haus Labs, like all the Haus Labs blushes are so beautiful. Oh my God, all these shades. Okay, so Haus Labs are going to the side. I know they're expensive, but these Gucci blushes are gorgeous.
Gucci? And is that YSL in the back?
The Makeup by Mario blush veil, painted, this formulation, amazing. The Westman Atelier blushes are just like absolutely stunning.
Is she a makeup influencer? What is going on here? This is just the blush? This just the blush, not the foundation. This is the blush, what the rest look like.
I always forget that I own them because I have too many blushes out. I feel like these are kind of what the road wants to be, but they're way more expensive.
Hold on, I need more.
I'm a huge fan. Okay, I'm gonna grab my most used bronzers first.
This the bronzers? Mind you, I'm just clicking up. I'm literally, next, let me see, get some more context of why are y'all saying this? Because I'm like, she talking about the algorithm, y'all talking about being relatable, and she got too much luxury stuff. This is the bronzer. So you're one of those, and I'm sorry, I just got it. You're one of the overconsumption makeup influencers that a lot of people aspire to have these sort of collections. I'm not saying it to be mean. In the line of makeup influencing, you probably come across a lot of makeup, but you're an influencer, I'm assuming, that people look at your stuff and they be like, I want that, I need it all. And you got a lot of it.
Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, can't live without. Rare Beauty Bronzing Stick.
YSL.
I can't live without this thing.
Hold on.
By Mario Bronzing Sticks in light and...
I need more.
I fear I blacked out. Let's do a shoe haul.
Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so we just did... I promise you, I did not plan this. I'm just trying to get the full context. So you got shoes, and this is a nice closet, by the way. I like what you got going on here. The comments are making sense.
And I'm going to try them all on for you. If you are somebody that does not like designer hauls, then this is not the video for you. Just keep scrolling. See you next time. You guys, I have not gone shoe shopping for myself outside of sneakers in such a long time. I'm so giddy right now. This is like Christmas Day for me. This might be the most out of touch video that I've posted in a very long time.
No! I tell you, the videos just write themselves. Like, I can't make this up. I don't have enough time in the day to know that y'all are gonna say the crazy stuff like this and line yourself up for the setup. Not them saying that in the comments. And this is the video I come across. Mind you, I ain't never been here before. I'm not hip to the game. And ma'am, this is what they talking about. Because you said you being unrelatable or whatever you just said. This might be the problem. This might be. And I think you might know, maybe, I hope, in this climate that we're currently in. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna just say this right here. And I wanna see some more. Perhaps the audience didn't disappear. Maybe they just can't keep up with this cart. Maybe this, just being honest, in my humble opinion. And who am I? Honestly, who am I? Clearly, this lady is doing great, but she asked an honest question. And objectively speaking, people are out here trying to budget for dinner, and she out here unpacking Chanel for dinner. What is going on? There's a little disconnect here. That's all I'm gonna say. It could be the algorithm or it could be the economy. Now, I say that because I did say it could be the algorithm earlier. However, now that I got additional context on the line of work being done, in my humble opinion, the average person isn't likely doing these sort of hauls, having access to this level of makeup, expensive luxury items. She looks like she has on currently here a Coach. Is that Coach? See what I mean? I don't know, because I'm not into this. Like, I'm not a fashionista. Don't eat me up. I like the money talk. That's all I do. Okay, but I'm assuming this is Coach. Okay, this is luxury, and this is a flashing status symbol to me and all the viewers who don't know who you are. Okay, and maybe the content isn't falling off. Maybe it's your audience's income. Humbly, maybe that's what it is. I'm sure they still love you. I'm sure you're a wonderful lady, and you're probably great at what you do since you've been in the game for 14 years, and that's a huge deal. Not many people can say that, but it would be ridiculous to think that people can clap for luxury, okay, while their rent is clapping at them. Just being honest. Let me see some more.
This might be the most out of touch video that I've posted in a very long time, but I don't care. I give back a lot. I can buy myself nice shoes. This haul is gonna be such a mix of different types of shoes, but I've just been kind of like developing my style recently at the age of 35 all over again since losing 65 pounds. And I wanted to build my shoe collection out for the end of summer and fall. Okay, first is a pair of Manolos. I'm gonna say it about every single one, but I'm obsessed. Look at how beautiful, so feminine, backless, so comfortable. The heel height is amazing, and it's black suede, which is perfect for fall. The shoe is just so comfortable.
I don't know much, but I've heard that name, and it's ringing bells in the streets, in my head, in the fashion streets that I don't visit often. I know those are expensive. So, ma'am, who is the audience? A bunch of rich women, or if it is, they would love this. They would eat it up. Like, they would eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right up their alley. Now, if you were a normal person, and I don't know her background, but imagine a normal person coming up, and then you start living this luxurious life. If that's what happened, and then like now you just do like the luxurious life stuff, maybe the people who were once following you before can't relate to this. Or maybe they're not interested in it right now because life might be a little bit rough for them right now, and you're doing these sort of things. It could be a whole combination of things, you know?
My name is Jacqueline, and I am a Stanley-aholic.
Hi, Jacqueline.
I have nothing to say. I should just put shame across my forehead, because that's actually not all of them. Like I said, I have a problem.
Mind you, again, this is my first time here. What's her name? Miss Jackie? Jacqueline? I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Jacqueline Hill. That's her name. It's a lot. Why you got so many Stanley Cups? This is an influencer. I got it now. Okay. She's an influencer.
I think I can be deemed queen of overconsumerism for today. I have to say something in my defense. Stanley did send me every single cup that they launched in the year of 2024. That's why I own so many, but it's at the point where it just kind of feels like a clogged pour within my kitchen. And I'm like, why do I own so many of these? Like, it's not necessary. But I'm going to pull the ones I don't want, put them to the side, and give them to my friends.
Okay, so she's going to pull out the Stanley she doesn't want and give them to her friends. So low-key underconsumption core? That's still a lot of cups, ma'am.
You guys, I literally pulled out my first cup and I'm already struggling. This is a pretty color. I'm gonna keep the neutrals because they're the ones I use all the time. Okay, first one that's leaving is the Love Shack Fancy.
I can't. Okay, I need to... This is taking me out. Okay, aspiring to have this many cups. People can aspire and dream. Like, can a girl dream? Yeah. Okay, sure. But this would never be normal. What we're seeing here is not normal levels of anything. I haven't seen a normal level of anything that the average viewer, like her average viewer, if they aren't rich, because she seems like a wealthier woman, I don't think they have all this stuff. And they're definitely not getting it from Stanley. The cups and the makeup, oh my. The shoes, that was a lot too. And that's the other thing I think a lot of influencers don't remember is even the items they're being sent free, when they're showing it to the viewer. Sometimes I feel that's not relatable because who is getting stuff for free unless they're in this sort of line of work, which is why everybody, wanted to be an influencer and wanted to do social media and do content creation so they can get free stuff. Because look around, like you have people like this being sent a whole cabinets full of Stanley Cups. Some of y'all are collectors of Stanley Cups. They're just being sent them because they have a large following. And I have nothing against that or them turning this into a business. But if we're talking about and having a conversation about why the audience might not be there right now in this current climate, I don't think the viewers are bored with her because she seems very entertaining. I think they're broke with her. Or they said, hey, Jackie, I'm a little broke and you just keep on with all this stuff. Hello.
Okay, I'm up. We're gonna be cutthroat because getting rid of things means I can get new things, right? Breach, yes. Okay, period. So we're getting rid of these. No one even wears these.
Funky, goodbye.
Goodbye?
Yes.
The millennials like the Gen Zer behind the camera doesn't like them. This is my question.
So I'm just observing. Ma'am, you got lights for your shoes. Lights. And I like it. It's a nice display. I am not hating. I'm just pointing out that perhaps your average viewer don't have a setup like this. And it's beautiful. From what I'm seeing, the content is a lot of, this is what I have, look at what I got, And a lot of influencers make that type of content. Some people would take that as you showing off. Not saying I do. I'm saying some other viewers will. They'll be like, why you gotta show us everything? Why you just can't have it? On the flip side, some people might see this and be inspired. But again, we have to talk about the current climate and the realities of your viewers. Now, I don't know her viewers. She know her viewers. But if they've been holding you down for 14 years, I'm gonna assume that you related to them at some point in time and they was rocking with whatever you were doing before. The question is, what changed? Did you change? Did your content change? Did it go too far to where they couldn't relate to it or to you anymore? Because people do change and there's nothing wrong with change. Like, I've pivoted my whole channel. I used to only do hair content. Ain't nothing wrong with a good old pivot. But sometimes you might have to pivot again if you see, some stuff isn't working. And clearly from, how she's explaining it, it's not working right now. And that's okay. It's important to understand that. More importantly, you need to understand the audience. And maybe they don't want to see no hauls right now. Maybe they're hauled out. Maybe they tired of the link in the bio. I think it's getting there. And I'm sorry to a lot of the creators and the people who want to be the fashionistas and they want to be influencers. Y'all be wanting to influence. I'm not saying this is her because I don't know her. But a lot of y'all want to influence people. They pocketbooks is on lock right now. They ain't barely want to buy nothing for Thanksgiving and Christmas is around the corner. People don't got it like they did last year. So you might be flourishing and that's fine. But if you rely on the people who are watching your content to buy the products, to engage with your posts and things like that, to generate you more income, they ain't gonna want to do it if it ain't hitting how they want it to hit. And being that she's like an OG in the game, I think she can reel it back in. I think she might have just, did a lot of this. Hey, this is what's in my closet. I got Gucci, Louis, Chanel, Prada.
So I posted a TikTok yesterday, and in this TikTok, I was talking about just being a content creator for the last 14 years and how I've watched these apps just change and how I really feel like TikTok specifically punishes you for not posting. And then if you don't post a video for a week or two, they put you in TikTok jail is what I consider it. They don't show your content to your audience.
Right.
And the comment section has taken such a turn. And I'm listening. I've been laying here in bed for the last 30 minutes reading these comments because when I first posted the video yesterday, the comment section kind of went a different direction. And at first I was like, wait, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about my content. I'm talking about the app. But now there's I think 2,000 comments. And I'm like, okay, my ears are open. I'm listening. I'm reading your comments. You guys are saying that you're sick of the influencer era. You're sick of the You're sick of the luxury. And so my question to you guys is what is it that you want to see? I started this 14 years ago when I was literally on food stamps, broke as hell. I had no clue that you could make a dime doing social media. I genuinely started it for the love of it. I just loved beauty. I loved talking beauty. I loved recommendations. I loved teaching beauty. I just loved the community with other women. I worked at MAC Cosmetics at the time and I freaking loved my job. I loved it. I still have dreams that I work at MAC. I loved it. I love just talking about beauty products with other people. I love it. Anyways, with that being said, the only reason I'm still here is because of you guys, because of the community. If you're not enjoying what you're seeing, I 100% want to know. I want to shift gears.
Right. Smart.
100%. So my ears are open. I would love to hear what you guys want to see from me specifically. That's the only point in this for me. you know, like I just want to have fun with you guys. And that's it. So like, please let me, it looks like I have a mullet right now. Let me and my mullet know what it is that you want to see from us, because that's all that really matters.
At least she's open. From what I don't know. I didn't go through all the comments because that was a lot. But she seems open for the criticism, constructive criticism, which is good. I'm just going off of what I seen. Originally, them comments was saying a whole bunch of out of touch, and I hate that word, by the way. It's just certain words. I'm like, it's in the social media handbook. Let's use another term. I just think what somebody might consider out of touch, somebody else might consider relatable, somebody else might consider it inspirational. Different strokes for different folks, right? But overwhelmingly in her comments, it seems like her audience doesn't want to see that, and she's acknowledging it. And I think a lot of content creators are going to have to do a hard pivot, because hey, what do you do when you essentially do the hauls and the link in the bio and click my link and everybody's broke? Everybody's like, I'm trying to figure out my rent. I don't know how I'm gonna eat. What do you do? And the way I see it is like, now you've identified that there is a demand for your type of content. Do some affordable stuff, because all that YSL Gucci, like, ma'am, I'm glad you could get all the things and you got the Coach bags and all this, like you're able to do all those hauls, but maybe something that your audience can relate to. Everybody can't relate to that. And that's okay, because she got the skill to do it. And I also think this is like a cautionary tale for a lot of newer creators. There once was a time everybody was kind of like more flashy and stuff like that, but when the economy shifts, what once was something that everybody was just fine with seeing sometimes turns into something that repulses certain people, even the people who are loyal followers or people who genuinely support you, because maybe they're feeling unseen. Maybe they're feeling like, do you not see what we're going through? The struggles that we're facing with all the things you're doing. I'm just objectively speaking. I'm just an outsider. What do I know? And funny enough, it says here, we want to see someone show us cheap products to look like a baddie because we have no money, unlike the influencers. That's why Nina Poole is our girl. Oh, Nina Poole is the one that does the dupes. I've seen a few of her videos, really good stuff. And she's a good example. She could be out here like major branding it up. She be telling the girls, hey, if you get this and this, then you get this. This is the dupe for this designer thing or this expensive brand product that all of y'all are going out spending all this money on. I love stuff like that. Another comment says, honestly, I want to see people with money do something good with it. Okay, so she could be doing the angel tree stuff. People are loving that right now. More how-tos and less show and tells. Okay, so that goes that's back to what I was saying earlier. People don't want to just see a bunch of like, hey, here's what I got. They probably feel like you're showing off. I don't know how else to say it. This is the one taking me out. District 12 is tired of watching District 1 complain about luxury some of us would die to have. That might be the best comment. They calling y'all District 1 and they said they District 12. Ooh, and that comment had 24,000 likes. Like, if this is all the insight you need. They're pretty much telling you they're hungry. Look, people are starving, can't pay their bills. Watching luxury is depressing when you can't eat. That's all it is. It's not you. They probably still like you. Somebody here just saying that they're not relatable. I think she probably just got to get back to the basics. Cause all them hauls, like I know a lot of y'all love to be like, oh, look at what I got. When y'all start pulling up in the Benzes and the Porsches and stuff, aspirational, yes, relatable to most people, no. All of this hauls and stuff, probably not. People trying to figure out how they're gonna afford Christmas. How do you feel about influencers in this current economy doing hauls and things of that sort? Do you think that it's still relatable or aspirational? Or do you think that they may not understand how a lot of their viewers are feeling? But we got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.